Hey, so if you guys have an A1, right, and you got the AMS Lite, but you want to get it up off the desk and you want to mount it up so it looks a little better and takes up a little less space. Well, I've got an option for you here and a couple of hardships that I've run into with it. Now, I've had one for quite some time, and when I mounted it up, I got the same board I have here, and I'll take you guys over and show you. So that's the Skådis board from IKEA. I think I finally figured out how to say it thanks to Peter Lindgren. And since he is Swedish, it was actually one of his ideas. So I saw it on one of his videos. Now, when I printed it out, the specific print file that I found, it said wire up or wire down. I didn't really put two and two together, so I just printed out the first one that I saw, and it said wire down. Made sense to me. I wanted the wire to come down because I was mounting it up high, right? Well, that was great. That was good. It got it up out of the way. The problem with it was that the numbers were all upside down. So my 1 and 4 were on the bottom, whereas it should have been, 1 and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But I lived with it. No big deal. Well, now that Christmas came along, my son got another A1. So we put them next to each other and we printed out the mount correctly. He's still learning. So I didn't want to, throw any kind of like curveballs his way, putting things upside down, having the numbers upside down and having to try to, think about it while you're doing it. Well, come to find out, wire up means that the wire is facing up. So you don't have as much. So you don't have as much space there behind the actual printer. So you got to get the printer closer. Problem with that is when the bed slides back. So you got your cable in the back of the printer. So when the bed slides back, it runs into the cable. And then the AMS unit itself actually is mounted lower. So there's some feeding problems that come with from the PTFE tubes, because instead of coming just straight out and down into the printer, they kind of zigzag, and the extruder doesn't really like that. Now, you can mount these however you want, and I'm sure there's different ways that you can do it, but I'm just showing you what I've gone through with these. So let me take you over there to the actual printers and show you what I'm talking about. All right, so now we're actually over at the printers, and I've got my A1 is the one running right now. So this is the mount that has it upside down. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I printed out some numbers here so it makes it easier to see. I did the same thing over here on his, but you can see that I had to mount it much lower. That cable I was talking about was this one that plugs into the back. So I've got a lot more slack. That one's able to be mounted up much higher, whereas this one is mounted lower because I don't have the slack on the wire that plugs into the back of the A1. Now, this is the actual print itself, and there's not much difference except these mounting holes are lined up just a little different, so you can't just take it and flip it over. Also, this is what I was talking about with the PTFE tubes. So this one's on mine, and they're way out here. There's no problem with them feeding. Here, you can see they kind of come up, come down, bend all the way around and over, and there's usually a problem feeding from number 4 here, just because it takes some pretty quirky bends. All right, now I printed these out in PETG. The original one that I did on mine is in PLA matte. It works just fine. I just wanted to do the PLA. I just wanted to do the PLA or the PETG just to have a little more strength. Now, when these things print out, these are the hooks that go in the Skådis board. They just hook in. So the way that they go in is they have a pointed end and a flat end. So you just find the pointed end and you insert it in, and it's just the friction that actually holds it in, and that's plenty enough to keep it up on the wall. Once you get it in, they're just in there nice and flush. You don't need to glue them, or I haven't found a need to glue them. I don't want my AMS falling off the wall, but I don't, as hard as these things are to get in here, I really don't see them coming down. When it says the wire's up, right? So the wire is going to be on the top side of the AMS. Well, that thing is nice and tight now, and I can't move it. If I flip it over, then it has a lot more freedom to move up and down. And that's what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to have to end up mounting this thing upside down, just like I did with the other one. And this mount attaches with the bolts, just like the little stand that came with it did. So it's real easy to get them on and off. No problem at all. Just don't lose these little screws. All right, so now that I got that flipped around, I got it mounted up here. You can see they're both same levels. And these PTFE tubes are a little wonky, but I'm going to readjust everything. With the A1, we see the little, whatever you want to call it, on the extruder gear. Well, again, from my previous videos, you know my son is like into Interstellar like crazy. So he wanted the Endurance put on there. I could not find anything on how to remove these. So it's just a pressure fitting, if you even want to call it a fitting. So you just go in there and you just pull out and it slides right off. It just sits right there. There's a little hole. There you go. And it just slides in there like that. So we printed off that one, and then we'll put the cover back on, and there you go. So that's what the original looks like, and that's with the Endurance. Now, another thing that we were running into, since these two were so close to each other, when this cable was coming down, it would hit the poop chute for this one. It really didn't become an issue, but what I did is I printed out these cable chains for each one of them so I can move them closer to each other. And so instead of it being all floppy like that, it's going to be looking like that. Now, when I home everything, it doesn't stick out to the side. It now just goes straight up and down because it's now on or inside of that cable chain. All right, so now we've got it all mounted up here. Everything is put back and put where it should go. So now you see I can get these two printers real close together because of that cable chain. I got one for this one too, so this isn't flopping around. But see, the AMSs are up here. Plenty of room, no crazy kinks. Plenty of room, no crazy kinks. All right, guys, so those are just a couple of little things that I did to better the quality of life for the A1s that I have. Now, I will link down below all the STL files for everything that you saw, the cable chains, the numbers, the Endurance, the mount for the AMS. I think that's it. If I missed anything, hit me up in the comments. I'll make sure I update the links in the description. Thanks for checking it out. I will catch you guys in the next one. Happy printing.